What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Ramcast Sports. I'm Kim Meyer, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Aaron Scarborough.
And today we have two runners off of the Mount Vernon Rams track and field team here with us. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
I'm Trey Mygatt.
I'm Keaton Koch.
So, how's the team doing overall?
It's doing pretty good. Right now, we're looking for a lot of improvement, considering we're a pretty young team. I mean, we have some great freshmen and the veterans that we do have are stepping up and having to, but overall the team's just in that part of the season we're all trying to get better.
Yeah, the cross-country team is best, especially the veterans. Freshmen is mostly sprinters. Malik high jump, or long jump. Josh high jump.
Yeah. So your most recent meet of the season was at Mascoutah. Mm-hmm. How did that one go, and did anyone overperform at that meet?
Did you end up going to that one?
I was not there.
Okay, I was going to ask you. I know there was quite a few PRs. I can't name them all off. I think the relays did pretty good. Alex Snapper had been standing out in his events. Isaiah Jefferson ran 4 events, which we don't normally do. We try to keep it limited to 2, maybe 3, but he stepped up and ran 4. I think he PR'd in 3 of them. The distance crew, we were going through some sickness at that time, so a couple of them didn't run, but Trace and Cademan both ran the mile, and they ran pretty good. Our 4x8 with that group had a PR. I had a PR in the Open 800, and like I said, I can't name all the sprints, but I know there was a lot of good PRs that day. Didn't place the best as a team just for the fact that the way scoring was, and it was a big meet against 3A schools and big schools. But overall, for what we came to do and where we are in the season, we did pretty good.
Yeah, so rather than just overperforming at one meet, do you guys have any opinions on a certain athlete overperforming, showing up and showing out over the whole season?
I mean, I don't feel like it's fair to pick out one athlete. I mean, especially this year, it's all going to have to be a group effort. There isn't anybody that's sticking out. I mean, meet to meet, people stick out. Isaiah's had 4 events and did great. Sometimes you fall in the hurdles and you stick out that meet. But overall, I mean, it's just hard to pick one person. I mean, can you think?
The most improving would be Jack Laughlin.
Jack Laughlin, yeah.
What's his event in?
He's a sprinter, so he does 4x2, 4x1, 4x4 sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Ken Lazowski, I mean, a guy who just kind of joined this year as a junior. He has been injured, but with the indoor season that we saw, whenever he gets back, I mean, you see him at practice, he's just bouncy, out of his mind. Triple jump, long jump, high jump. It'll be real interesting to see once he gets back how he progresses this last part of the season.
Yeah.
So, Kiko, how does it feel to be regarded as one of the best freshman sprinters?
It feels good. We have a lot of good freshman sprinters, just not me. Overall. Jay Sean's really good. Josh, he mostly does the high jump. Malik's good. Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys have any goals as this season comes to a close for what you would like to do? Trey, going to college for track and field, cross country, any goals that you want to see be fulfilled in the future?
I mean, Coach Turner, since the beginning of the year, has always talked about, the end goal is conference. And, we're late in season, we're still early in season. Right now, we got to get through injuries. We got to figure out where people belong, because we have a lot of talent and athletes. It's just unknown because they're all young. As opposed to the last couple of years, we've had some great seniors filling all the events. We're now having to figure out, I shouldn't say the coaches are now having to figure out where guys will fall. Got to find long jumpers and triples and highs. It's just finding where everybody belongs, and hopefully by conference we're ready to be competitive there against a great sprint team of Carbondale, a great distance team of Marion, a great field event team of Centralia. It'll be a dogfight, I would think, and Cahokia, which you'd never really see until conference. So, what about you? Got any goals?
You
for
took
next season?
mine, conference.
Sorry.
And pole vault, 2 guys injured, and I'm injured. I don't do pole vault, but Spencer and Ashton got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't think both of those were doing pole vault. It was also something else that they got injured on. So.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of guys we have out injured and all that, I mean, like, it's pretty amazing how we've gotten so far in the season with how we've been doing. But I think once we get them back, it'll be a different team almost. I mean, I can count
for
at least
sure.
5, if not this year, then next year and the coming years. Look out for the Rams because they're going to be growing.
Yeah, because a lot of the guys you mentioned are underclassmen that will be healthy for next
severely
season.
Underclassmen, freshmen.
Yeah.
Not just like you have a couple of juniors that'll come back next
Yeah.
year good. You have great freshmen who are competing against seniors and going through. You asked about like other things. The postseason way it works is you go to conference, you go to sectional, and to qualify for the state meet, you have to run the underqualifying time or the get first or second in your event to make it to the state meet, which is a 2-day event. The thing is, right now with these freshmen, unless somebody really pops off, there's not a whole lot of potential for sprints to go through, but it's a little hypocritical. I don't know if hypocrite's the right word. I'm on the distance team, so I'm going to say it. The distance team is looking good to go through in some events. I mean,
Bias.
Bias. There it is. We have opportunities with a young guy 4x8 and mile, 2 mile, and 800. Brandon Kamen, me, all have a good chance of going in opens. And with that, we could also drop those opens and go run a school record 4x8 and potentially go place high there. So the possibilities on that end are like all over. We're all under qualifying times and running great. We need our young group to come along, which they have been and will be. So it'll be interesting to see how it is by the end of the season.
What's next up on the schedule for you guys? I know me leading the Volley Bros committee, it's been hard trying to find dates where it's like, okay, this can work. We can have the game here because fresh soft meets, senior meets, and there's not many track guys, but I was still asking Trey in Spanish, like, what are days that would work? So what's next up on the schedule for you guys?
You guys have a meet today, don't you?
Yes, we
Yeah.
have all right now is freshman sophomore meets. I think like between the end of this week and beginning of next week, and I think almost the end of our schedule is the freshman sophomore conference meet, and then just in between there is varsity meets.
Yeah, I think we have a varsity meet this Saturday at Edwardsville, which, sorry to my prom date, I will be late. But Edwardsville, which is a big meet, I know we're going to try to go do something good in the 4x8, and it'll be a good experience for the guys going just to get up in that bigger meet, bigger atmosphere. I mean, Edwardsville's 3A and massive, so O'Fallon, Edwardsville, East St., all them teams are going to be there competing.
Okay, well, make sure to cheer on your running Rams. I'm sure the track and field team Facebook page as well as Emily McGatt's Facebook page will be updating live as it goes on in Edwardsville and some fresh soft meets on the usual track and field Facebook page. So I've been Cam Meyer,
I'm Aaron Scarborough.
and we'll see you guys next time.